Just want to take this time to thank everyone for being around with us this past 2 months. It's been a long, amazing ride through the bull towards the bear market. And I think right now we're minting our Genesis new sticks on the block, also known as NSOTB. So, what better way than to do a recap of the journey thus far? No, we truly started out moving on this journey wanting to do a launch pad, just a simple launch pad, very small supply. As most of you would have known, a launch pad is almost acts like a mint pass. When you hold the mint pass, it allows you to get access to future collections. But of course, we have much more planned for this. It's not just a simple mint pass, kind of like a launch pad situation. Most of you know there's actually three different tiers, the legendaries, guardians, and the keepers. Each of them give different benefits, being the keepers being one allow list, the guardians is giving two allow lists to all our brand new future collections, and the legendaries, which consists of our web3 and web2 partners, allows for one free mint and two allow lists. Obviously, during this market right now, we did do some special changes. After NSOTB minting out on July 4th, we are going to start off our next brand new project, which is a brand play. Most of you have seen it. It is Cube Melt. We're super excited about that. And for the Guardians and Keepers specifically, one of your allowed lists is going to be swapped over to a free mint. So this project has been planned for a long while, and we had this idea all from the start, and we started reaching out to different projects and doing partnerships within the 2 months. And as most of you know, when we first did this 2 months ago, those of you who have been joining us knew about our team. We're not just an anonymous team. There's a studio behind it. It is Animagine, a creative agency right off from Singapore. We're super excited, myself included. I'm, part of the team. I'm the only person that's not dogs, but I've been in around projects a long time. So Animagine itself has about 17 years of experience. They do not just only pre-production as most creative agency does, and maybe some storyboards or consultation. Animagine has that capability to do production, as most of you know, which is why we're super excited. It's something very different for us because we believe a Web3 team for a launchpad situation or a mint pass that wants to reach Web2 or Web3 ideas should have that capability, right? And we've shown our work before, and some of you even DM me that you were surprised. Did we do Astro Boy? Yeah, we actually did Astro Boy, the animation. This is some of our portfolio doing animation work. It's nothing new for us, and can see within here there's 3D work, also claymation, stop motion. We've shared this numerous times, events that we've done. Our team in-house have the capability to do development work, which is why we did our own smart contract. And those of you that minted, the gas fee was super low. It was just $2. So that was super exciting. And along this past 2 months, we've been doing lots of planning, and all our planning were very transparent. From since day one when we started NSOTB New Sticks on the Block, we've been sharing our plan, our entire plan, who we are, the team behind, the accolades we have, what do we mean when we say launchpad, our future collections, what are they, right? Every time we have new partnerships, we've been here and sharing with everyone. And during the earlier days, we only have like 2-3 teams joining us, and right now we've grown to about 27 partnerships, right? Long-term partnerships. We have shared some of the plans that we intend to do, and some of the possible we would say collections that would come out with some of these teams, including visual effects companies, animation studios, publicly listed studios, and as well we have game distributors on our Web2 teams, right? So we're in a very unique situation in terms of our launchpad. And just sharing some of the Web2 teams that all of you have seen before, throughout this journey. It's truly been a long time, including our Web3 teams here. We have Everseed game teams, including SkyArc. We also have metaverse projects like Zero X World, showing some of our Web2 teams as well that we have spoken about before. This is all on our website. If you could go online and take a look at the new sticks on the block. And in the past 2 weeks, we've been tweeting every single day a new partnership for the past 2 weeks non-stop, right? So this has always been in the plan. Whether bear or bull, will continue building. We've mentioned about this before. So we're really happy, for all of you that have been joining us. And since day one, the AMA sessions that we have done, numerous people have joined us throughout this journey. We have constantly been doing AMA sessions for the last 2 months, right? Our Oracle session has been there for 8 sessions. We did a small break in between, but every single week we were there, and a lot of you have joined us, right? And we also did Web3 news sharing throughout this past 2 months. It wasn't just us, talking about projects. Here at NSOTB, it's always about building. Those of you who have joined us within our Web3 sharing, the kind of news that we share. Every single week we talk about the market, not just the NFT, like what new creations is there, what kind of scams people are doing, things to avoid, what kind of metaverse projects are out there, the funding the teams have. During this bear market, we've been constantly sharing every single week about new teams from Web2 coming in, like Balenciaga, fashion brands accepting Ethereum and Bitcoin into their payment system, fashion teams talking about Bored Ape things, projects being hacked, a new AI invention, metaverse projects with AI and VR. This is like a non-stop thing that we will continue to do after the mint out. Once we go into the next big project, we will continue doing this new sharing because we're here to build, and we're excited to have people come back in every week to listen to the news, the sharing, and bounce off ideas with each other. And not just about us, right? Throughout this journey on the 2 months, we also had community sharing, respect to a lot of our community members coming out to share their ideas, how they do modding, including their experience in projects, how they were able to get whitelists or allow lists in other projects, right? This has been ongoing for a while. Our community members, though small, I would say very, very strong, right? People attended the session. I myself learned a lot. And moving forward, right, we've talked about NSOTB being a launchpad project. In the launchpad project, we're constantly about building. We will continue doing this, and we will have sharings, hopefully with our legendaries founders coming in to talk about their project, or in our Web2 founders coming in to share about their real world experience. Here in NSOTB, we believe in doing real world experience, and the projects that we launch, the future collections, all has a meaning behind a kind of business sense, I would say. And the next project, we've shared about this before in the server, it's going to be Cube Melt. And Cube Melt is an interesting one. So the pin has been given to some of you, and entering the pin allows you to go in, and like mentioned before, there's something that we're doing very, very special during this moment of time in the bear market. We want to reward the people who are here with us that's going to meet the guardians or the keepers, right? We're looking at this in a long term. In time to come, we'll have more projects, and maybe, who knows, we might permanently change the allow list into maybe a free mint for our future project. But for right now, as it stands, right, the allow list for the guardians and keepers, one of them again will be swapped forward to a free mint for our next project, Cube Melt, right? Only for this time. If you're a holder, you're holding on, we will do a snapshot, and once we mint Cube Melt down the road in a couple of months, you will be able to claim that spot and mint your free Cube Melt NFT. So being a holder, lots of benefit. If those of you who believes in a long-term project and building, if you believe in Web2 coming into the Web3 space and Doc's team, I think this will be something for you. So we truly at this time, we're very thankful for those of you who are sticking around with us. And we would like to say thank you so much, and excited for the journey ahead. Every week when all of you come into our hourly session during the Oracle session, we talk about many sharing, in fact, behind the scenes, and what some of the brands we might do, or the possibilities of real world utilities, right? So I won't share too much here. Those of you who have been constantly joining the session, what's up. Many exciting stuff that we want to share in the future, right? So just want to do a quick recap with everyone for this time right now.